Don't even start, boys. I'm ready to hit that red button right now. What this is going to do is drill in a center hole in the back end of this thing right now. It stopped, we're good. We're doing good so far. This is a 2-axis lathe. It talks in this code called G code. G code, G001 to G0060, right? I don't know this code. These programs are in there already. I got 2 or 3 guys that do it. I should know it. But I do most of the manual stuff in that lathe. I'm making excuses here. All right, now we just face the end of the shaft and we drill the hole. All right? Now, this is called a bump stop. It's going to come out, it's going to stop, where I have to pull this shaft out. Okay. Everything's good so far. There you go. You're doing good. I love you, Brian.
Hey, he's buying lunch tomorrow.
Brian's been a good friend for a long time. You don't get a chance to talk too much, but he's cheaper than a psychiatrist if I need somebody to talk to. Okay, start button. It's going to bump out. It's going to be back. Now what I got to do is I got to make sure that shaft's running through. It's sticking out. I know it was running through. Now I'm going to put this indicator on the end here. I want this to run within 1 or 2 thou maximum. So I'm going to indicate the outside of this thing. See how it's running out like that? You see, well, the indicator's running out right now. That's low. I want to put it on low. I'm going to take this. What it is I'm just kind of tapping it around. Now what that's going to do is going to drag it up. That's why I'm going to make sure my nuts are loose. Okay, brought it into an area where my hydraulic quill, I got to take that out of there. Right there. Every day I'm still learning stuff and I still have fun doing what I'm doing. Every time I run this machine, I have fun. I got guys, that's what they do. Okay, now, hydraulically, this tailstock's going to go into that center hole. Boom. Okay, now we're ready to start turning. This is where the fun starts. It's going to change tools. I don't want to whip you guys, but you guys are in harm's way. Oh, okay. You know, if you might be better off standing from this side a little bit. I know it's tough. Okay, now, I can single block this thing. This thing here looks scary. It's, if you used it for a week, it'd be fun. I mean, you get bored until you start being able to program and making it do. These programs are in there right now, so it's like I'm an operator. I'm a $10 to $12 an hour guy operating, all right, which isn't a lot of money. It's when you can maintain the machine, you know when the oils are low, you know how to do. If I change one of those inserts, I have to touch off the thing, I have to check a certain diameter, and that's what's going to bring everything into tolerance. It's called a tool offset. Not hard, but it's something that it take you a year to get to a point where you're a $15 an hour guy. Another year where you're a $17 an hour guy. When you can start programming, you might be able to program in 1 year, and now you're up to a $17, $20 an hour guy. And that's what it's all about, is how fluent you are with what you got. All right, here we go. Let's try it. See what's going on here now. All right, we're switching tools to a threading. This is the roughing pass. This is going to do the whole profile of the shaft without the threads. And then what it's going to do is we're going to go to a finish tool, which is only going to take 10 or 15 thousandths. It's going to go over the whole thing. So this is the sacrificial tool. Gets all the wear. It's ripping the material off. Turning the pin in, turning the thread diameter right now, and the finished pass will start Just doing the taping. Now, I know I can do that whole end manually because I'm old in probably a half an hour, okay? Now it's going into the finish tool. It's going right through that whole thing, only taking 15 thousandths. So that's a $25 insert, one tip. You got 4 sides, you know, so you got 4 tips for 25 bucks. The whole trick is to set this thing up and do as many of the same thing as you can repetitively, and it does it faster than I can do it, okay? You know, I used to consider myself good.
Fun.
Huh?
You have fun.
Well, I'd be getting chips and coolants all over me over there trying to keep up with this thing, and I can shut this door, and I can actually put this on a different split screen and program something else at the same time, if I was good enough, you know? A lot of things I can't do. What I've done is put guys that are better doing certain types of things than I can't do. Jimmy Blanchard can do anything in the shop. I'm asking him, can I do this? And he's going to tell me yes or no, basically. All right, now we're going to put an undercut at the end of the thread, so it has a place for that threading insert to come out and be relieved. Now we're going to the threading insert. Now, this is being all done upside down. It's running in reverse. I'd be running the other way. All this tooling. Some layers have the tooling on this side, so they have to run in the opposite direction. It's threading right now. That's faster than I can go. I can only thread at 125 because I got to shut that thread down before when it hits that 0. I got to return it back, go to another number. This is where I go crazy, and this machine does it fluently. If I had more coolant on there, those chips wouldn't be getting built up like that. That shaft is done. Now, what the hell am I doing here? I think it's going to pull out. All right, now I got to lock this up. I'm going to loosen those up. It's going to kick the whole tailstock back to my 0 return. Don't go off the end, please. Okay, good. One for me.
Just show that to Elaine.
Yes.
That's going to go to a home position. Oh. There we are, boys.
I'm going to pull that out. Let me take a look at it.
It does work, but that's what it is a burr on the end right here. It's stopping that from going any further. That's the end of a 1-inch shaft. That would go in a ski boat or would go in a sailboat.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Not bad for